going to be in time? No. Master find themselves kill. The hole.
That was a bold.
Yeah.
Thompson's really believing in the armor, I guess, you know.
There's nowhere else to go. But yeah, it's a rough one. So yeah, I'm still wondering when this Ags comes out. Like, I really feel like Aster need to hit this timing when the BKB comes out on the Ursa. They want to try and shut this one down. Like, if he gets that Aghanims, how dangerous of a timing is that for OG?
On the Ursa, like, eventually?
No, on the Morphling.
Oh, sorry, I was a little confused. Yeah,
shaker.
sorry. I mean, yeah, that's like big timing, I would say. Like, that's pretty much all they're playing for at this point on OG is the Aghanims. They're just like stalled.
Alliances turn to ban.
Oh, you got played a little bit in that last one, right? It was a first pick Monkey King.
First pick.
And you were banning a bunch of carry heroes, and then bam, they just make it an Arteezy Monkey King, and it just turns out to be a great Monkey King game because he has an excellent lane versus a Sand King Lion, which is a kind of weak lane.
Yeah.
And he ends up just.
And I think they got baited a little too much into going for that lifestealer last pick. You know,
Yeah,
they saw the disruptor, and it was almost as if they tunnel visioned on the disruptor. Disruptor, I need to pick their lifestealer jug. Whereas the lifestealer just it doesn't really have that good of a game against heroes like Monkey King and Lycan.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're the heroes you should be concerning yourselves with in this patch.
Get an IO. Got that one.
Let's see what Alliance's route is. Last time they went for a very Alliance opening, a bit different to what other teams would with the Kiro, the Lion. I think they'll probably try something a little this time round.
10 seconds.
It was a tough game one. Alliance, they need to come up with something different.
Yeah, let's see if they pick some counteract the gyrocopter.
Alliances turn to pick. Evil genius.
Snap's good. I like Snap a lot right now. Strong.
Snap died.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice minus armor. We've seen it work a lot in multiple teams right now. Back to basics. We saw this. This was like DPC. This was DPC season 2 a lot, right? We would see the Snapfire, Tidehunter, Lion, Tidehunter, majority of games. Like
10 seconds
more sort of
remaining.
standard opening here for what you expect.
Always tough for IO to play into this because your Tidehunter's alive, if Snapfighter's alive, if you just get caught in anything, you're gonna get deleted.
Like, is there? Do you think another game for the like? They did valuable information with the Wolf micro from ISO size. He's just so good at just giving so much information to the team. Like there's not many heroes that you're going to be able to come comparably close to what ISO size can achieve in that sense.
Tide is one of the kind of sling, but the thing is that it's an offlane like, and it's like it's not as you don't want to be countering your offlaner with. Storm is another one they could do, right? Yeah, they're doing. Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. I see Tidehunter Snapfire. No point target stuns. Sure. We have Abed on this team. Storm and IO is common pairing.
Last draft, Storm got quite an early ban, right?
He got first 2 ban.
First 2 ban last game, so something that Alliance are clearly scared of. And
Alliances
they're going to have to deal with it this time.
Looking out. Hero. Really well with Snapfire, as we saw. I think it was yesterday, right? The coil plus just a Mortimer Kiss, and IO is dead, or most of these support.
10 seconds remaining.
What are sort of the solid heroes that you want against the Storm? Very tasty.
Could be nice.
Did see last game. Actually, Lions banned it, so Lions is definitely a hero they're thinking of. Banned, so.
Could still look for. I said the Ember a bunch of times. Just I guess last game for Limp, it ended up being Egypt. I do think there's potential. Sure, versus the lane versus the Storm, it's not as great, but I mean, you'll be fine. You find a way to make it work.
I think they're more tempted to probably just stick Limp on.
After that game though, right? Like I feel like you have to be put off from it. Okay. I feel like you'd have to. It's not what? How many games is it that they've picked third pick lead? I feel like I've seen them pick a lot of third pick.
Yeah, but I mean that's what makes me think they'll do it again. I mean they've got Tide and Snapfire, the minus armor's there. You know, Lena is going to be able to stand there and punch in, and the lane, Limp's not going to struggle in the early levels against a Storm in the lane.
They've lost both of the games now that they've picked up.
Okay, so you would want to see them try something different?
I would want, yeah. I don't think the Limp
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Of course, the other one that does come to mind, as we found out by EG
Alliances
last
turn
time,
to
was
ban.
the Kunkka.
Yeah, and this was the other one I was about to say is Death Prophet. I think that's another one that's
Silence.
really good versus Storm, and also you group up, and then it's like Io and Storm is more about like the pick off kind of game. If you're getting a group up lineup that's setting tempo, setting pace, like with the Death Prophet, I think that would have been a really
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
We might see the Lina, but I'd like to see the IO, good way to hold and set up. Yeah, pretty much one of them.
cool with it. Good lane for Storm though. Not a bad lane for Kunkka, but
I mean, if you're smart with pulling the creeps, Tidebringer, you can. I think you can go both ways. I think
5
you know
seconds
limp on the Kunkka will be confident enough to battle against the Storm.
I like the Storm. But Kunkka, he'll so far, like,
Alliances
guaranteed.
turn to ban.
That's another one. That's a good ban. Playing with Io.
I mean, what about how do you sort of rate Limp's Invoker? Just that that's not something
That's
that
not a
will
limp.
play.
10 seconds remaining.
I hope he doesn't.
I mean,
Well, because in the past
just-
he's really strong. He's
5
not really he's not the
seconds
same like cost-wise.
no,
It doesn't fit him.
Because a lot of teams would be picking Invoker, right?
Yeah, I could.
So the Nyx is still there. Alliance do want to get that to try and mess with the Storm's game.
Does make you susceptible to BKBs again. Your first 3 picks.
It's running down to pretty much all their reserve time, already halfway in the draft.
Because now it's like they're like, okay, what else is the other? What's the actual IO pairing? We banned a Night Stalker and a
Ooh, a
Beastman.
silencer.
Okay, that's a good one versus Storm Spirit. Good one versus IO too.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of silencers.
We didn't get to see one ours.
There was, it has been picked. It was picked, I believe, in the
10
first game
seconds
yesterday on one of the streams. I'm seeing it. But other than that, I don't think we silencers really
5 seconds
play
remaining.
here. Groups.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Legion Commander. Yesterday we had 5 of 60.
Alliances turn to pick.
Legion.
Oh, Witch Doctor.
Hey,
Right. Like this, I mean, Legion's going to be fantastic. Good lockdown for the Tide, and his backline here is like the Snap or the Silence, and neither one of those wants to get caught out by a Blink Duel from the lead.
Legion Witch Doctor also. Like these are. We see Tide Earner, now we pick the
10
Tide Earner
seconds
killers.
remaining.
Yes. Both of these two are gonna ensure that goes time later on in the game when Legion
5
has.
seconds remaining.
If and when Ice is able to get like. Also, a cool thing that happens is if you win your duel, press the attack will dispel the global off yourself, and then maybe you can go and turn press the attack somebody
Evil
else.
geniuses
That's
turn
kind of
to ban.
Strong.
Right. I mean,
So that's a 4 silence. Wait, that's a mid snap then, or a mid silencer. Is that a limp silencer? They used to do it. It has to be.
it could. I mean,
10 seconds
yeah.
remaining.
I'm down to see it.
We used to see a lot of mid snap, but I
5
feel like
seconds
limp
remaining.
is more of a mid silencer guy.
I think you're right with it.
Alliances
Yeah,
turn to
I think it
ban.
is more likely to be the Silence and the Snap. Agree with that.
That can be hard though,
I mean-
because then you're putting your priority on the silencer, and they already have
Yeah.
initiation.
And they already have a Legion that's going to be removing a lot of the debuffs, right? Silencer Ogre, these heroes are going to go on someone, and Legion's going to be able to take
10
all
seconds remaining.
that sort of damage over time off them. It'd be hard for them to
5
play aggressive. I mean, we'll see. Maybe there's some other way they can switch it around as well here, Alliance, but try something different. They certainly are. Slipping the Silencer in and
It's a
potentially
risky
in a
move.
priority role.
Genius.
It's a very
Turn
risky
to
move. I
ban.
think I actually would love to see if people could somehow find stats from mid silencers over the last like 6 years
You
or
don't think
something. I think the win rate has to be atrocious.
Shrug. Just
Probably sub 20% or something. Not even kidding. Like across professional level, because I
10
know Iceberg
seconds
was one of the
remaining.
other players that loved to try it, and he lost. There's a lot of players.
5 seconds
Because in
remaining.
theory, you look and you're like, damn, it's hype. Especially now with that you can actually go more of a spellcaster QE.
I mean, the lane's definitely going to be a bit of a nuisance for Arbed, right? On the
Yeah.
Storm. It's not going to be fun.
Yeah, but at the same time too, Storm can push the wave out a lot easier than a silencer can.
True, you don't have the wave, but
You have your Q, which is hopefully open,
slow.
but yeah, it's not the same.
Things
as
are getting
Storm.
denied then.
And I think most of the times, I think like mid silencers I've seen, I don't think you can do that build anymore because different approach.
I mean, I know it didn't really have a good game last game, but I'm looking at EG's lineup and saying, and Lifestealer's pretty free game here, right?
I like Razor.
Oh yeah, I'll teach you that.
Razor
one on the other
looks
day.
horrific. Witch Doctor Razor, that's probably the hardest counter.
Who's laning against it then? You know,
it would have to. Like, Tide has to, but I don't know how the hell you lane versus Razor Witch Doctor. I think the other one could even be Ursa. Ursa Witch Doctor versus Tide doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
They banned it the last game, and then it's an IO pairing. They could just still like Sven. Could just still get something like safe like that, but it's good. I think I highly prefer Ursa.
Alliances turn to ban.
They're actually gonna ban the Ursa, so that's
So what does that say to you? What any carry that sort of screams out for you?
probably the Razor then, right?
The Razor. Yeah. Sure. So someone less about the link. Very
10
good.
seconds.
Because I'm just thinking about other things that can pair with the IO. Because Storm Spirit might actually just be the IO pairing, and then what are the other ones that maybe? I mean, there's so many heroes that he likes to play. I'm gonna lean toward the Razor. I think that one looks really strong. Because I think a BKB Razor just running through this fight, I don't know what Alliance does, and I don't know what the last pick
Evil
solved that
geniuses
problem.
turn to pick.
Let's see. It just sounds really strong versus the lane just sounds miserable. And then if S4 has another tough game,
Alliances turn to pick.
then it's just gonna be. So it was one of those three. And this is still, I mean, still strong. The IO pairing technically now is better, right?
Yeah, sure. Sven IO. Feel good. I mean, if you get in another tough spot, what does Nico Baby play into them?
10 seconds.
Well, the lane's gonna be difficult anyway because it's Legion IO, right? And that's just Legion overall.
5 seconds
King of lanes from what we've seen.
And do they have enough to catch
Queen
the
of
storm?
lanes.
You may now
it's
select
gonna be a
your
morph.
heroes.
Yeah, mid silence to this game for Alliance. So let's see what they can do. On paper, it doesn't look any easier, I feel, than game one. This looks like another tough lineup to play as Alliance. I think EG's going to be very happy with getting a Sven as the last pick.
Honestly, like the 4 heroes that they have, but the silencer scares me because that's honestly my biggest concern. Oh, ISSI has a new set, by the way.
Drops, chat.
So let's look at timings. Sven is the other thing about Sven is natural BKB fire, just like that's why I was thinking.
Very nice
Good
against
IO pairing.
the minus armor of S4 and Handscape.
That's probably why they lean toward it more. That's a good point.
Stop your fly, crit, Witch Doctors and IOs dying, burst.
Team fight's still strong for Alliance though. So I mean, I'm gonna be looking at bottom. I think it's gonna be up to S4 and Onskin a lot this game. Just if they have good games, then they can actually look to hold their team around. It's Limp is scaring me. Like it's not him, it's the hero that's scaring me.
Yeah, you're just concerned that it could be just a nothing game for a silencer.
It could be.
If it's a rough start. And I feel like EG sustain for the team fight's just gonna be insane. You know, ISO, and RTZ having abilities to protect people. And fly with the heals, crit on the IO. It gives them like an early mech. They'll easily be able to outdo the initial burst from Alliance in the team fights. And it's only gonna be in the very later portions where this morph's going to turn up and be that much of a threat. And until that time, it's going to be difficult. Unless Silencer does something that we're not expecting.
Which, the other thing is I'm curious to see, because I actually haven't gotten to see a mid-silencer versus a Storm Spirit since we've had Water Runes. So I want to see how much that actually changes, because overall in the past, Silencer versus Storm, Silencer can bully him pretty hard. You have the glaives, you have orb walking, you constantly have to push him out of lane, but I think now with Water Runes, it's going to change stuff. So eyes on mid lane for me, at least to see how Limp is going to be doing, if he's going to be able to get a good advantage, and also on top to see how S4 and Witch Doctor. Oh yeah, Crit doesn't have Arcana, look at that. But he has the taunt, the question mark taunt on the IO. I don't think I ever see anybody using that one.
Ah, is that a newer one?
I didn't even know it existed. I think I've only seen it like twice.
Pretty good. Or fly.
30 seconds.
Oh, surprise.
It's going to be a first
Oh,
one
and
for
it
Alliance.
hits
Oh,
on
get that in.
Plus 2.
Oh, GG.
First blood? I think we're back for
All
more.
right, well, that's the way for them to start the lane.
And the other thing about the silencers, it has gotten buffed. The QE got nerfed, but the W got buffed. So in the laning phase, it buffed in the early game, sorry, I should say, because level 196, 15 seconds. So that could hurt in the laning phase. If he gets like 5 hits, it reduces the int of the storm.
No. Yeah, that efficiency-wise makes it a lot more mana costly to nuke the wave out with the remnants.
But then it also makes it auto
Heal up,
and
yeah, I
mango and
guess.
whatnot too, and
Balances out, I guess.
all right, crowd, let's take it. Got the first blood. Chill out.
Chill out.
Watch some Dota.
Chill out, crowd.
And ooh, Limp heavily wins the block. A very good hero to win the block as too versus Storm, because now you can just or block him.
Flick him.
Oh, this is tough for Abed. The range creep, unable to walk up the denies. It is going to push into his hill now with those 3, but Limp's 2. I want Limp to play super aggro. Get on him. Just hit him. Hit
Curse
the
him
hell
and
out of
hit
him. Curse him. Hit him. Skill your 2. Hit him. Just want him to. I guess he's deciding which one he wants still, but I want him just. Yeah.
I mean,
just
which
full
one
volley.
does he want? You know, what is the best in this lane?
In the mids, they usually take the last word, but Arcane Curse isn't.
And what about these side lanes? Who's having the fun time on the side lanes?
Ice is having. I don't think Arteezy should be under the gun almost.
That'll take the wind from their sails.
First wave or so, not looking too terrible for Abed.
No, he did fine.
Yeah. Able to successfully push the wave right back in.
He's trading right
Getting
back
the range
with the
creep.
silencer too. Yeah, it's 3 armor. Even under the tower, silencer has 6 armor. Storm has 6 without being under the armor.
Abed's got his bottle.
Yep.
He's able to grab the creep wave around.
Yeah, I actually think like the water runes maybe. Now runes coming out. They're gonna check runes at least. Okay, so FNG is gonna go bottom to make sure. And now Limp did.
No.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Alright, we're regenerating this lane and Tide should be fairly safe. Like,
Okay, Limp has actually got his own bottle too. To be able to mana up for those spam.
Abed, yeah, he's doing a good job though of fighting back, not getting outlaned at all by the silencer on the first few levels.
Triage.
The CS down bottom, 13 for 1 against the 9 for 0. ISI's having that easier time.
Oh, FNG.
Gee,
He is dead.
Safe.
Oh, he missed the nuke, but it doesn't matter.
This only happens when you're around.
Oh, Courier.
Radiant's courier.
all right.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Happy times with the 2 of them. Crit dropping the question mark. Beautiful taunt.
The little fireworks that come out of it. Abed makes his way to his 3-minute rune, stacks his camp as well, so having some plays. Nobody really getting too far left behind, just Nico Baby struggling a little bit after that death from the Ogre. G going for another courier kill. Done by the Orb of Venom. Oh, and Ice is going to do the same thing that we saw, I believe it was Faith Beyond yesterday do. I think it's going to be a straight armlet. 'Cause that's with Faith Beyond, they just naked armlet, no boots. And it was very strong.
Yeah, he's just going to come running at you and
You can't push him out of lane. That's the other thing too, is that this Helm of Iron Will is a ridiculous, just flat item. 6 armor, 5 HP read. Even though it got its cost increased. Nico, baby. Mid.
CB's counting in, but Abed, he's got a fairy fire and crit cuts in as well in time.
Ooh, that was close.
My eternal
ruin.
gratitude.
Like 2 minutes. We'll fill up Abed, also the stop bombs. Very close to him going. Abed holding his own, even though they're bringing a rotation to try to stop him, to try to get that early kill onto him.
No, there's definitely a lane matchup where Storms could slip up, but yeah, Abed.
Yep.
Not bothered at all by the Silencer's presence.
Now you don't really want to sit in the lane because now once Silencer hits 5, each glaive does remove the 2 int, so it is a lot more painful. So now you just go to jungle until you're 6, and then yeah, you don't have to worry about it as much. And the hard part of the lane's gone.
On for the 2 carries. TZ still having a much better time. 27 CS, only 18 on the morph. It's not been easy for Nico, baby.
Yeah, they decided in the top lane, they picked the Witch Doctor, which if they picked like a Razor, then they'd have a kill lane with Maledict, but they went for the heal to just make sure TZ farms. He's getting some pressure on him, but we see that heal just kicking time with the Warcry and XU.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to help out, grabbing the creep wave around. The lane in a bit of a better situation for Nico, baby.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
6, Abed. Zips in mid to drop a ward, okay. Lost a lot of mana for it.
Oh, they're wrapping over for FNG here. Chase this man down. The balls are out here from Crit. FNG.
Looking like it. 1 or 2 more hits. 1 more.
Solid stuff in. Nice slicing Crit. And going very, very well. Just 2-1, but some of the areas where you maybe have expected Alliance to be looking for more of an advantage in the lanes, it hasn't happened.
And FNG constantly dying is just, it's making Nico Baby really suffer. 23-2. And he's just constantly having, he's getting pushed back to just hit neutral camps while Ice is, of course, the issue. Now we have Catapult Wave coming in bottom.
Abed in the bounty runes, still the 2 of them. Can do about it. You know. Dust on FNG, but
Radiant are scanning.
a kill.
Just
Over here now.
They can't.
Dire's
Man down.
top tower
They do
is
see a
under
low
attack.
RTZ top. That's for pressuring the tower nicely, so they're going to make their way up to try to kill him, but also to shoot the tower. For hits.
Size has the 6. This spawn lane's going to be a bit spooky.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It feels like they've got to do something to get Nico Baby's game in a bit of a better shape. Get him some space. Trying to clear out this top lane. Tier 1 tower. We'll fall pretty early here, Alliance. The pressure on.
Nico Baby, I think he probably wants to go hit jungle creeps, but he doesn't want to just eat the bottom lane completely, because it's already 7 minutes, and usually this is when you do see these supports just ditch. So, okay, top tower is going to be taken. He's just going to get the hell out of here. So. That does mean, though, because EG, they did pull the side. It's 7 minutes, but there's still a catapult down here. You know, that's usually 5 minutes. Usually the catapult dies around like the 6-minute mark, something like that. It's still alive because they pulled it to the side, so they will be able to get a big push going down here with this. With fly set up in the area, too. S4 will get into the enemy jungle, though, take away some stacks.
I bet she's going to come in.
Is he?
TP's over, but
That's bold.
Cask is out. Nice closing the gap. FNG. He's pretty dead here. Maledict's on him. He's tanky, but he's not going to be nearly tanky enough to live through the damage of these 3. As TP gone wrong.
Did slow down the tower push a bit. He pulled the creep wave off, and then the catapult died, but still
Radiant's bottom tower is under
gives it a
attack.
level 6 now to the Legion Commander. At least LC wasn't 6 then.
Whoa. Look at the Ravage.
Oh, he's gonna get him. +2.
They've got him.
+2, -2.
Nice swing over there from the top lane. S4 coming in, taking that haste rune out from underneath the nose of
Radiant's
Abed.
bottom tower has fallen.
A big kill, taking the storm out. More space here for Limp. I mean, and for Limp as well, how does sort of the mid-silencer game play out after the laning stage? Like, what are we going to see movement-wise from Limp?
Great question now at this point. I'm not too sure because I haven't seen it in years. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be able to do. Because Witchblade, of course, is an item that got added later on, which is strong on the hero, but he needs to be sure that he's tanky enough to survive the initial onslaught. So they just have to protect him, really. I thought perhaps he was going to try... I was going to say Falcon. Witchblade is probably just the best, and then maybe does just go for the Hurricane Pike kind of build up. That's usually for the better ones. Might just need BKB early. Honestly, doesn't sound so bad. Witchblade BKB.
Did head over towards the bottom, but creeps through around, so
Yeah.
EG fully aware of Limp. Move down there. Red finding a lovely one here. The trinket picked up. In fact, try and look to get in onto FNG. He's pretty far forward. And Ice, he's going to want them to buy time for him to get the duel. They won't be able to do, so they kill him off. Ice not quite able to get there in time.
Almost gets denied to neutral. Cask actually had them stunned up, so swing over and hit him. So he scouted though, right? He walked in, he got to look at to see at those ancients. That's what FNG was trying to get information of and know that. Clear them. Attention now onto mid. Alliance. No Ravage ready yet. Trying to force.
Hard to start a fight. Ice is around with the dispel.
Ruin. Not bad. Info. Look at Nico, baby. A nice little taunt. It's 4 parking himself around mid. With that hood, he's very strong. Also has possess max, so he gets a nice little heal and ravage up in 50.
Woke up from Hansken with the kisses on the back lines if they do get that opening.
Got strong fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You can do anything to find this.
Will they look to actually respond to this, or will they look to max? I think, yeah, just Ice the one who can spam the hardest with overwhelming. Try to slow it down, but everybody else just farm in the meantime. IO farm bottom, spend in jungle, storm elsewhere.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Pressure here from Alliance.
Yeah.
Using the strength they know that they have around the Ravage.
And that's going to give them easier ways to get into these jungle. Sven. Looks like he wants to duel.
He's going to go for that duel.
That's a kill.
And Death Ward down. And it won't get the duel damage, but the kill is taken. Ravage comes out. Ice not able to get away, so they'll get the trade. Maybe trying to chase in towards Fly, but won't get the catch on him.
Doesn't get the duel damage at least. But Ravage and Kiss is used now. That's their 2 big actual team fight ultimates. While the other ones on the side of EG is just, I mean, their whole lineup really is pick off for EG. They're not really looking to go into many of these fight engagements until Arteezy. I said Arteezy and the crowd goes wild. What the hell? Relax, bro.
I love Artur.
Holy Locket soon on the horizon for crit. Nico baby getting lots of nice space. Getting into the jungle for a sec.
Illusion.
He's got the Lincolns queued up. That'd be a valuable Lincolns game, or a Vortex Orchid that's going to be coming out, a Sven stun, a duel. Looks pretty damn good. One of the better ones.
Anyone in particular who's going to be looking to morph into? So going with the Sven, buffing yourself up, or?
Yeah, I mean, the Sven, the Legion's always nice, because you press the attack yourself and then just... It's always nice. But yeah, Sven, Storm, Legion, all pretty good.
Just looking to progress towards their next time, so you get the blink on Ice. The Echo Mask of Madness done, so...
Wait a minute, do you see this? Ice is stealing the stacks from
He's stealing, there it is. They've got his name on it. Like, yeah, good luck, Arteezy, you're doing fine, you don't need these.
He asked. Arteezy's, I mean, he's big enough. He already has Mask of Madness Echo, so... Maybe they probably want Ice to get a bit faster farm, get closer to the dagger so they can actually do their pick-off game. Like we said, EG's not about the team fight. This is more of a pick-off lineup. IO, Sven, relocates with the duels, with the Storm. Limp, about to have his Witchblade. So his damage is going to be painful.
Top tower is under attack.
Strong. If he's able to survive. And he is bloodlusted too. Question though, is he going to be...
Radiant are scanning.
Their ults, they do have the team fight good to go, Alliance. Very careful about, yeah, really having a read of where Arteezy and Crit are. They'll always be able to come in and turn the fights around, especially if they don't get caught in the initial Ravage. Relocating a God Strength Sven will still tear through a lot of Alliance's heroes.
Yep. They know where S4 is. Ice. Dual fly into 2.
Same time from Alliance, they're looking towards Arbed. You get involved first. It's going to be the top lane, S4. They're heading to try and clear the wave. They'll charge forward. And the duel is there, along with the God Strength from the Maledict. The damage is done.
team will not find any. Well, they were probably looking to find the Sven up here inside this triangle area,
Radiant's
but
top tower is
not
under
going to be the
attack.
case. First duel win. Abed also away from that area.
Arteezy
he might walk right into him though.
But I think he wants to. He's got some
Does.
time left on the gold string. They want to fight.
Global.
Limp will make it away. FNG, we're not going to be quite as lucky here. The silence comes to an end. They're in with the cast. Now Arteezy able to make the move and get involved in another kill through that duration of the god string.
Oh, he's going to be able to kill that little small dragon too. Maybe Fly just stacks it. Bottom.
Tagger on ISO size 1300 in.
Radiant's
Fourth in
middle
on
tower
his.
is under attack.
Very
He's,
close.
yeah, pretty much got it done. So we can expect another smoke probably from Alliance
Yeah.
once this Blink Dagger's out.
Force the issue hard. I think they have to start forcing and winning these fights.
There's no god strength, fight once it's down.
Yeah, and it's scary when, you're playing into this hand of EG that has a very hard scaling lineup that BKBs are going to pay off massively versus this Tide Under versus the Silencers. So I think Alliance is going to have to make something big happen pretty soon. Otherwise, yeah, they're playing into EG's hands. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a sneaky Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Does kill Roche pretty quick.
All right. I don't think EG is going to be heading over.
Oh, they have solar pressed already. Wow. I didn't realize how far it's in. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, very nice move that EG are maybe not going to be able to do anything about.
Radiant's
SSI seems
middle
to know
tower
something's
is
up.
under attack.
No Blink though, he can't go for a steal, and in fact, he's going to get turned on here by FNG. Roshan's taken, Nico Baby picks up the Aegis. Good move from Alliance.
Very nice.
Ace.
Now SSI, he stayed in.
He did, he thought he could clear out a creep wave, but S4's in with the body blocks. Doesn't want to play the Ravage quite yet for just Ice. In fact, they'll let him go to hold on to the Ravage for bigger targets, bigger situations. They'll probably want to avoid the push from Alliance, at least until the BKB's done on
Radiant's
Arteezy.
bottom
Just an
tower
Ogre Club
is under
away, but
attack.
good opt to disassemble.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is he? Yeah, he's already going to do it, actually. He is going to disassemble.
Let's get the,
It's already coming out.
ready.
Yeah, recipe's coming. If the fight comes to him, he's going to disassemble. Limp, it's all about positioning for Limp. That's the main thing we're going to be looking at. He has to be very careful where he's standing. He does hurt. He does a lot of damage.
Straight away. S4 gets the jump, Ravage into the global silence. There's nothing to save Arteezy. Quick, clean move, and EG, they can't save the carry.
Only the 1 for 3 ults, though. And it is on their side of the map.
Dire's top tower is under
We're going to
attack.
tier 1 out of this, most certainly.
Yeah.
So if they can actually get anything more. EG, they're looking to
Nico.
try and catch Nico alone. See what they can get. They don't have the blink still quite yet on Ice, but that might not matter. They're in with the setup. Silence comes down. Ice steps forward. They've got the duel. They've certainly got the damage to bring him down once. Aegis gone.
They immediately bail. Fly will go down. +2 for Limp.
This will be the blink dagger goal for Ice.
Nice. Both sides so far here. Ice now walks into FNG.
Now it's easy. He's having to fight. He's got the BKB in the God Strength level 2, and he's ready to charge in. Looking towards FNG. He's going to stay on target here, but FNG's off to the side. They'll go for Limp. Dead. The ball's there from Arme. In with the Vortex. Drags back the Silencer. Silencer to the fall. Arteezy ready to step over to more Nico Baby. Nico Baby's out with the waveform back under the tower. Get anything else out of this? Nico Baby may be seeing if they can turn on to Arteezy. Arteezy needs help, and he needs it now. Stun out onto the 2 of them. S4 still with the jump in over towards Arteezy. Close the gap with the blink. Nico Baby waveforms in. They bring down Arteezy, and then maybe even not done yet. S4 link up in a few seconds. Arbed
Stupendous.
low on the mana. Should have enough to get away, even if S4 closes in on it. Try for it, but Arbed got enough to get himself away. He just.
Regeneration!
They lose Limp. As we said, he's very squishy. He's got to get focused on almost immediately there, but a very scary situation for a second. Nico Baby was strength. He was agi-morphing. I think if this man actually turns, it was very close chance of him just getting killed, but just ran. Line strikes back.
Nico Baby's picked up his game perfectly now.
Yeah.
Level with farm to Arteezy after a very slow start. Nico Baby keeping his cool and with infinitely more potential to carry this game on a Morphling in comparison to what really he could achieve as a lifestealer in game 1.
And I really do. I love his build this game. The treads straight into Lincoln's, just be able to protect himself, and then going into the Scotty because he knows they're rushing BKBs because they need to deal with our big team fight that's going to be coming out. So now I have something that can at least deal with that. The slow and even the heal reduction that's going to be coming out from the IO. So this is an ideal build. Rather than going for the mantas that we usually see, he didn't go for it this game. Just such a value link.
Dire's bottom tower.
They're going to start setting up. S4's got Ravage back up. So if they want to just blink and blow up by Size, S4's in, starting off the action. Size has got the movement speed. S4 again, just keeping that Ravage held for bigger times. Gee, they did come in smoked, but not too sure if they want to try and take a fight head on now that the Alliance are set up and around in the area.
They do not want to walk into the bruisers. They want to get the silencer and the snapfire in the back line.
I mean, they know if they try and make a jump, S4's going to be in with the counter play and with that blink Ravage. ZG, do they want to take this fight? Isolate Size, he tries to jump in, but immediately gets stunned. Done out from RTZ, he's in, but the global silence comes out, got the BKB up beforehand, so he can't concentrate quite yet. Now the silence comes to end. He's up on the cliff, Armband pull fine, it zips up, won't be able to take down the snapfire, but now RTZ's got to run. BKB coming to an end. S4 and FNG stand on top of him, they'll get him out of there. As RTZ's back to base, is immediately just teeping down to the bottom lane. There's no fight to be had here. EG, they back off. There's an awkward place to be in, and they make sure they don't commit too much.
Great global. Very awkward for EG. The BKB comes out in the global immediately, so no God Strings off the bat. And they did actually get a cool stun. He stunned the target next to the morph, rather than stunning on the Lincoln, so he was potentially going to cleave, but a little bit of a weird one. You know, Ice like blinks in to the right side to cast some like overwhelming odds and kind of reveals their positioning to get that good global. Abed.
Alright, go in for Limp. Limp. He's got enough HP to live through this, he does. Now for the TP and Abed, he's away, nothing to cancel it.
That's a big kill. Not just the gold, how much experience did he get for that one? Doesn't show entirely, but it's a lot that he got. Oh, there we go, 1200 XP that Abed got for that kill. That's huge.
Halfway towards the BKB as well.
Yeah. That's over a full level he gets. He gets like a level and change for getting that soul. We did see Limp, he did go for the blink so he can try to position himself better, and then he's gonna be going back to that BKB as expected. But yeah, it's scary days still for that silencer. It's gonna be a lot of pressure onto Nico Baby.
Radiant's middle tower.
Who is having that excellent game.
He is.
Very close to Scotty. And he's got bloodlust, so he does have steroids.
Going for RTZ after the BKB, Silver Edge. Then better ways to weave in and out of the fight. More spooky for Limp, who's going to constantly on edge from these heroes trying to sync up and burst him.
Arcane Rune from the Storm, but all of the rogues are ready on Alliance again.
Yeah, Alliance want to do something with that.
We'll interact.
What S4 can find with the jump. Has some solid Ravages so far.
Oh,
Crit RTZ. That would be a perfect way to start. Straight in. Ravage into the global. Cooking forward as well. They'll blow up RTZ. Crit to fall also.
Picture perfect. Chain stun. Couldn't be better. And that's a +4.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Sven does not want to lose Int either, actually. Any of these deaths, they hurt. Very nice stuff. Limp, you know, as a silencer, as a core silencer in particular, actually just silencer ever, you don't really farm too well, just farming. So kills are. He didn't get the last. Oh no, he did get the last hit on RTZ. He's perfect. So one component for that BKB.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are
So the fortification, and they have got the creep wave pushed in. So Alliance, it's all in position to take this timing on the tier 2. I mean, they're own state of the map on their half. You know, only now, just now losing that top tier 1 tower. They've still got their tier 1 mid, only barely, but it does still stand for Alliance.
Rainbow TPD's in mid. EG, do they want to look for a fight with the smoke? I'd imagine they're considering it.
No Ravage.
Bullets are down.
No silence for you, but about a minute.
Yeah, they're gonna smoke up. Fly, Abed, and Ice. Actually, just a full 5-man smoke into the ancient side.
Radiant's middle
and ideally, who do you want to start the fight on?
I mean, if they can ever find Limp, it's the best, yeah. Or Nico, if they have full vision of Nico Baby and they can break and get a duel, you know, that's a lot more.
Separate from the rest of them, but still around close to sort of a safe area, keeping to the bottom tree line as well. Knows that there is this move coming in with EG being completely off the map.
They know though. The top lane pushing in for the side of Alliance, so EG not being there, that gives so much.
Bound, and even if it was Alliance fully prepared.
the ward down, but can't get off of it.
Yeah, just showing his face here.
Very quick on the hood there for S4. He does get the hood off, even if he gets hit by like a static riveting. Crit, full mech now finished. He's able to get himself like, I mean, he doesn't really, I guess he can care about being.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Roshan. Just a couple of minutes. Alliance now very easy themselves last time, and with their superior team fight, definitely have the better shot of taking this Roche straight up. Saw it once, we'll definitely see it again in a couple of minutes there. Iron up top, Crit is already going to be on the relocation, take RTZ out. Can they kill Crit in time?
They get him.
Oh, they can! There's no escape now for Artur. Okay, BKB and a TP, they've got nothing to stop through it. RTZ will make his way out, but definitely a scary position there to be in.
They might be able to knock on high ground, I think. I think it's definitely the time to do so, because their lineup is, I don't want to say on like so much of a timer, but they want to be able to be the aggressors. They want to be more ahead in this game.
Super solid stuff. I mean, yeah, no BKB for a minute on RT. They know that he's not going to want to turn up and get involved, especially without Crit at his side.
It's very likely a Rax.
Under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
And they can't jump on this at all. They've just got to let it go, EG.
Top barracks are under attack.
I like that Nico Baby's play careful too. 42 strength. He's not all the way down. Keep himself at a pretty decent high HP just in case of anything. Yep, Rax is claimed. Great moves. Alliance.
And now they can back up Roshan. 40 seconds. It's nearly there.
And they get a warden too. Is that one actually? Is that right? I think that's right on the line, or if that's gonna get. It is. It looked like for a second it was right after it. Either way, they're actually gonna check the Roche. It's not up, so they're gonna be okay. Well, we have our ults, so let's.
And they're heading back in. Ice. Is he gonna get out in time? He's not. They get the initial touch.
He is going down.
He certainly is. Stun comes out from FNG. No escape for Ice. Not having a very easy game at all. Only plus 20 damage. There's not been as many opportunities I think that EG would have wanted to find with like this Legion and Storm to find kills as Alliance they've been playing. It's a super tight unit.
Exactly. I think that's the most important thing that I've been seeing this game you're playing versus this huge pick-off lineup of EG. Alliance is just not giving them those opportunities. Into Roche now. Now to get quickly taken down, and that'll give Limp the majority of the gold for him to have a BKB to be protected himself, too. So he should be able to survive the majority of these fights now.
I'm over here.
Playing completely away from this. They know that there's no business to be had around the pit with Alliance having the ults up.
You get the shard too, probably the Ogre, yeah. The shard is just too damn good. I thought perhaps for a second you might give it a Limp just because there's an eye. So the range, bouncing from defense. IL could be kind of fun, but just see now, Fire Shield is OP.
Especially against these strength players, right? Like Sven, that don't
Sven, Tiny,
rely on the abundance of attacks. It's the high damage of each individual one. Blocking 3 hits from Sven if that's how it goes. It's gonna limit the initial burst from EG a lot.
Boy, and look at this. S4 is super farmed this game also. Aghanim is now done. So I always like to call these things like these little things like steroids for your carries. Morphling now has a Solar Crest, he has the Gush minus armor, and he has a Bloodlust. While RTZ, he also has some steroids. He has Press the Attack and Overcharge, but I'd say the Morphling is at a bit of an edge this time around.
Ahmed, he's gonna go for Limp on the back line, force the BKB out.
Okay, it's an Arcane Rune, so he feels a bit safer to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not sure if they'll be able to do anything with that minute without the BKB though. As Alliance, they will have incredible strengths on their other cores. Nico Baby take this tier 2, and
I like that they're not responding. I see that, like, the Storm is pushing bottom, but Alliance is like, who cares about a tier 2? We have an Aegis Morphling,
they're going base.
Massive. Let's just try to end.
Radiant's bottom
Bring them the
I mean,
fight.
can they defend this mid-rack?
Not be too easy.
Smoke up from both sides, in fact. Alliance trying to get the setup, but EG, they're probably going to look for the wraparound, see if they can catch some of the back lines of Alliance.
Silver Edge on RTZ. How long for our BKB? It's 20 seconds on Limp.
They can burst Limp. BKB's up again. That would be a solid start to the fight. We see Lim being surrounded by his
Look
team.
how far he's playing. He's all the way north. He's expecting the wraparound.
He knows where they're coming from.
Yep, the circle's drawn by FNG. He knows that they're on the south side.
Arteezy. That's going to be able to start this. It's the BKB from
Quick
Arteezy. Gets the BKB up, but again, didn't get the God Strength off in time.
Nope.
And with that in mind, doesn't have the damage to kill FNG. FNG is going to survive. Finally, Arbet's able to pick him off. Now the God Strength comes out. Jump over. Vortex onto the Morphling. And they've got the control on the damage. The jewel comes out from Ice. So they brought down S4. Arteezy's in trouble though. Nico Baby, the man's up here with a beat down with the power of Scully, the Satanic, taking out the once though. Hansken, he's jumping up to the high ground, gets the stun onto Arbet. Arbet will be healed at high crit. Another save here from Ice, keeping Arbet alive, but they've lost Arteezy, they've lost Fly. Half of the racks have gone. Nico Baby continuing to push on without Satanic back up.
Limp is on point with these globals. It's like every time now it's a BKB and boom, sure you dodge the Ravage, you're not dodging the global. And they immediately focus fire the IO. Crit has the buyback, it doesn't matter. It will take a huge fight again, Alliance.
Second set of racks removed from the game here against EG.
And such good awareness. I think that was everything to me. It's positioning and awareness. They knew they were coming from the southern wraparound. FNG puts his face into it. Sure, he dodges that Ravage, but who cares?
Not having quite enough damage to take FG out, so Arbet has to commit further over there. They do obviously have enough damage to break over much toward
Yep.
But good luck trying to stand toe with him. Just not to deal with that evasion. So tanky and Hicks does not. 6-0-3. Baby. Fantastic game here, second game. It's easy.
I loved his build.
They can try zipping onto Nico Baby, and Nico Baby's out with the waveform. Stun comes out, Arbet's still jumping in. They've got the silence onto Nico Baby. The blast comes out, Arbet's in trouble. Ice will be able to save him. Arbet all in, the jewel's down, as well as the Maledict. They've locked down Nico Baby. Do they actually have the damage to kill him? He's still alive. Jump forward, red forward with the anchor smash, pretty much on the entire team. They've got no more damage to fight with VG. They had to retreat. Nico Baby cleans up another. As Arteezy left alone, there's no way to get over to help him out here as Alliance bring him down. Ultra kill. Arbet's trying to kill off Nico Baby. He's a crit. He's already called it. Nico Baby, he wants the rampage to finish it off, and he's gonna get it.
He deserves it. There we go. Great game, Alliance.
Absolutely, stepping it up hugely after what we saw in game one. Draft work, they try something a little different.